What's going on, my people? Yes, y'all. Welcome back. Yours truly, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ann Green Show. I'm your host, Mr. Greenhart. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Summer Heat Carnival edition. Woo! Yes, we are back to give you another great episode. We got a lot of stuff going on, and this is one of our special episodes for the summer, calling it the Summer Heat Carnival Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about carnival season across Canada. Some of the things that people know already, some of the bigger cities, a lot of it is through Montreal, Toronto, and also there's been some carnival season activities going on in Edmonton. So we're here to give you a nice, good take, give you a little bit of some history in terms of where carnival started from in Canada. Also give you some of my personal experience. I love carnival season. It's such a great time to get together with everybody. Not only that, but the music, the culture, the food, the environment, the energy. It's just a really good time of year. And for people that don't know, we'll be able to give you guys some information for what carnival season is all about. We're going to be focusing on some of the major cities here in Canada. So Montreal, Toronto, and Edmonton. Give you guys a little bit of history in terms of how carnival season started there. Also, got a nice special surprise for you guys at the end, where we will be showcasing the Montreal Carnival Band Colors. We're going to be doing a small showcase for them to highlight what the carnival season looked like in Montreal this year. And of course, we're here to give you our greatest takes for the Ant Green Show. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like the channel, subscribe, like the video, my apologies, and share it with a friend. But let's just jump right into it. So it's carnival season. Right now we are July 2024. And carnival season across Canada, for people that don't know, usually happens, throughout the summer months, of course, because the weather is really hot. So we have Montreal that had just passed July 6th. We also have Toronto carnival season coming up at the end of July. And then we have Edmonton going into August. So I want to give you guys a little history of the carnival season in Canada. So, of course, Canada is known for its great landscapes, multicultural scenes. Every summer, cities come alive during carnival season. These celebrations are rich in history, full of vibrant energies, and these three cities that I had mentioned to you guys before, Montreal, Toronto, and Edmonton, all have some unique stories behind them. In the 1960s, the Caribbean community began to leave a lasting mark on Montreal's carnival scene. The Montreal Car Fiesta was founded in 1974 and became a symbol of Caribbean culture and pride. So you would be hearing sounds of calypso, soca, reggae played in the streets as revelers in colorful costumes danced throughout the city, celebrating their heritage and sharing it with a wider community. Now, I know for a lot of people, the bigger carnival season has usually been through Toronto as of recently. But for those who don't know, Montreal used to have a really big carnival season and was actually a destination preferred over Toronto. In recent years, Montreal has had to close down the carnival season due to whatever reasons they have, but they were able to do it again this year. And we're going to show you guys some great footage at the end in terms of how that all played out. Now, switching over to Toronto. Toronto is one of Canada's largest cities, and the Toronto Carnival season has become a global festival. In 1967, Toronto, as Canada's largest city, hosted its first ever carnival, which was named as Caribana, and it was inspired by the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. Caribana quickly grew into North America's largest cultural festivals, drawing millions of visitors every year. So I'm sure a lot of people know that nowadays, when you go to Toronto for Carnival, or what people still know it as Caribana, you're getting people coming from all walks of life. You're also getting people from all over the world. So it's really become a global festival in Toronto. I think people know that when you go to Toronto, because the city is so large, there's not only stuff to do for carnival season, but there's so many food vendors. You have a lot of restaurants, you have a lot of events that go on after the scene. So, in my opinion, I think Toronto right now is one of the best places for Carnival in Canada. But it's still coming up at the end of this month. So if you people have some free time and the ability to go to Toronto, for those who haven't done so already, please, I encourage you to experience it. Um, I've retired from Toronto Carnival. It's been fun. I will go if family and friends just to get together. I guess you could always still kind of go back to enjoy a little bit of it, but back in the day, with some of my close friends, we had quite the experience following all the bands. Some friends of mine even were in as a part of the parade, performing with some of the bands. And for myself, it's always been just about getting together with people, enjoying the summer weather, and who doesn't love great food and great music at the end of it all? So Toronto has definitely been one of the best destinations for Carnival across Canada. And then now, of course, for people that don't know, Edmonton, which is known as a celebration of light and unity, Edmonton is really a place that's known for, long sunset hours, vast landscapes, friendly communities. It brings a unique twist when it comes to carnival season. The city's carnival roots were traced back to the 1970s, influenced by diverse cultural groups settling in that area. So in recent years, Edmonton's carnival celebrations have expanded to include the Carry West Festival. So that's something that comes up that's held every August. That's a vibrant celebration of Caribbean culture. Now, this festival features a grand parade throughout the streets, which also includes Caribbean music, dance, amazing food vendors, and just creating a tropical haven in the heart of Edmonton. Now, of course, with all of these carnivals or caravanas, I guess you can call it whichever way you want, across Canada, they all include a parade, music, dancing, food vendors, and just rejoicing with people to enjoy and you know, enjoy the time of year that it is. So, across Montreal, Toronto, and Edmonton, carnival season in Canada is a testament to the country's rich cultural variety. Each city brings its own flavors to the festivities, yet all share a common thread of joy, community, and cultural pride. Now, I've been to all three carnivals. I've been to Montreal Carnival for years. I've been to Toronto Carnival more than I know. And I've also been to the Edmonton Carnival season. Personally, Montreal is where, everything started from. So for me, I always enjoy going to Montreal Carnival. In terms of the most fun that I've had, the most people that I've seen, whether it be friends or family, I definitely think Toronto has had its reputation for being one of those best places. And then, Edmonton is still on its way up. I think that the Edmonton cultural scene is, quickly changing. I think in Canada, the cultural scene is so diverse that every year you're always going to get a different take on what carnival season means. And this year, I'm really hoping that Edmonton Carnival shows us something that we haven't seen and also gives us an experience that we're looking for when it comes to this time of year and to be able to enjoy this with all the people that matter most to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you on today's episode, we will be showcasing the Montreal Carnival Colors Band and showcase their process, their people that were involved, and the message that they had to present to everybody. Now, this Montreal Colors Band, Colors, is of course is run by Ronald Greenidge, Lennox Greenidge, aka my dad. It is his first carnival season for Montreal, first band, I should say, for the Montreal Carnival season. And it also showcases my younger sister, Leah, aka Elevate. She was on the float, DJing, taking pictures, engaging with people, just having a great time. So you'll see my sister, you'll see my dad, you'll also see my mom in a few clips, and you will see our masqueraders, aka our revelers, full in costume. Some of them, others have their own kind of outfit in accordance to the Montreal Colors Band. So today's episode is a little different. We're going to be showcasing them through our little slideshow that we have now. Although today's episode is mainly focused on carnival season, we're always going to be here to give you great takes when it comes to sports and when it comes to food. Today's episode is more focused on music and culture. It's a little bit short and sweet, but as a recap, I wanted to just thank everybody for tuning in. We also have this great showcase that's coming up, so please make sure to tune in to that. We had a chance today to talk about the history of Carnival season across Canada. We spoke about the history in Montreal. We spoke about the history in Toronto. We spoke about as well as Edmonton's history. And I hope you guys are able to enjoy this showcase of the Montreal band Colors. Of course, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is something new that we're trying, and we want to get people engaged in different type of industries and different type of sectors. So please subscribe to the channel, like this video. We're going to be able to give you guys another great episode coming up next month. We're going to be finishing up with our season finale next month as well, and a recap of some of the things that have happened over the summer. This is yours truly, RG, aka Mr. Greenhart. Like and subscribe to the Ant Green Show on all social media platforms. Love to everybody. Please enjoy this showcase for the Montreal band Colors. Peace and love, everybody. Take care.